Yeah.
And yes, people have been talking in here. You can scroll up and down, look through the history of what people have been talking about.
You can just see what's going on. If you want to reply to a specific comment, just show what you have to do for that.
Yes, say we want to reply to... well, here's where I've said that you were behaving normal for you because I was being very rude.
So say you wanted to tell TTK off for being rude to me.
Yeah. Now, there are two ways. The way that I use, which takes some getting used to, is... You notice as I hover over the messages, on the right-hand side over here, these little quick actions show up. The problem with those is it's quite hard to tell at first which... So at the moment, I'm on this message, but
it looks like
the things are up on the next message up, and it looks very strange. But once you get used to it, it's like you can see there's a highlight or a
darkness,
darker thing,
actually. Dark strip
this is attached to it. But if you don't like the way that works... You can right-click on a message, and it gives you lots of actions in here, and you can choose reply from in there.
So that might be easier.
So you know
if you're
exactly
not sure
what message you are replying to.
And when you
do
click on it, if you just click on it now to show...
when you click on the reply thing.
When you click on the reply, you'll see that down the bottom, it says replying to TTK.
And it has highlighted that message in blue.
Yeah, so then you know you're in your... You can just chat there. You don't have to reply to anyone. You can just put whatever you like in there with your
Yes.
But it's just if you want to reply to a specific person, because then they will get notification that you've replied to them as well.
Yes, exactly. So if I reply to me now with what
Don't be
a
so rude.
legend.
What a leg end.
What a leg end. Then if I've got the volume up on my phone, we will hear that I get a little notification.
When it goes...
Because we've replied to my message.
There it goes.
Yeah, so it's notified me that someone has replied.
Yeah.
In fact, it will come up with an actual notification.
And also,
on the screen.
if other people see that you have replied, they can also see what you've replied to.
Yes.
And then other people would jump in. It's just like you've walked into a room where everybody knows each other, and you could just all join in with whatever chit-chat is going on.
Yeah.
You can join in little separate conversations. It gives you the option to start a thread, but we don't actually really use that much. I don't know.
Not a lot,
how many people
no.
do. You can if you want to. Might make it easier to follow.
Yeah. So that's the basics of just chatting in here. It's like you don't necessarily have... If you're just talking back and forth with us, you don't need to use the reply thing.
Yeah.
Because it's just... If it's the next message, someone will know
It's
what
quite
you're talking
obvious,
about.
yeah.
But the reply's handy when someone said something a while ago while you weren't there, and you want to say, wow... That's an excellent dancing orangutan, for example. People will know what you're talking about.
Yeah. But if you just arrive here for the first time and you think, oh, I don't know what to do, just say hi. And somebody undoubtedly will be in there and say hi back, and you can get just say hi, what you're doing, or
we'll know that you're new here because we will have seen this appear, and also we get this little icon here of people who are new to Discord.
At the moment, everyone's new. Even TTK has got a little new thing. Oh, you're not anymore.
No, neither's PP.
Oh, I can't be then either. No, I'm not.
So yeah, we'll know if you're new here, and we'll be as helpful as we can be.
Yeah.
So the rooms that we've got, I suppose we should go through.
Yeah.
What those are for.
So these are all the ones listed down the left-hand side.
So the welcome and rules thing, we've covered. Events. Well, strangely enough, this is where events will be. So there was an event here for the Arty Farty birthday party, and when we do it as an event, it will say along the top, unfortunately this one's expired, so
we can't show you.
Yeah, but it'll show along the top in your own time zone, I believe, when the event will be starting,
which is
and
handy,
give you a countdown.
Because I know lots of we've got people from all over, haven't we? So
so as it approaches, it'll start saying in 15 minutes and so on, which is very useful. And you can click on it to go to the thing. In this case, it was actually quite similar to the link that you'd already put in there. But yes, always worth keeping an eye on the events thing, because there may be interesting stuff in there.
Yeah.
We've got the announcements channel. And this, I've set up
look, Johnny's
a box
new one's just come up.
that gives us notifications every time a new video is released. Set up for any of the collaborator team at the moment.
Yeah.
So yeah, Johnny's
the most recent one, our live earlier on.
Emily,
that's Beck,
Gabby,
that's Megan, there's Casper.
Casper
Casper again at the top making a face. Yeah,
so anytime any of them post a YouTube video,
it
should come up in here. So as an example of how you'd notice that there was an announcement that had been made, I'm just going to send a test message from my phone here so we can see what happens. Because obviously Noah's talking right now. And notice this just went white. It's a lighter colour than the other rooms around it. And
so is general chit-chat, but that's because we're in
That's because it's selected, yeah.
Yeah.
So as this thing is lighter here, you can see, and it says general chit-chat up there. Means it's the one you're in. And yeah, this one's got a dot next to it here. If someone had mentioned you by name or replied, there'll be a little red thing. We'll show an example of that at some point as well. So yeah, since that thing's gone white, that means a new thing has been posted in announcements. Normally it would be a YouTube video. Right now it's me saying test. That is a very handy system because I don't know about you, but sometimes I miss notifications from YouTube.
Yeah.
So having them come up in here is rather handy. All
and you
them
can,
in the same place.
if you find you're getting too much in the way of notifications from Discord, you can change your settings. So I'm sure Tom will go into that in a minute.
Yes, they'll be getting a lot less than you because by default it's set to only notify them if they're explicitly mentioned.
Okay.
But we'll go over some of that.
Yeah.
In a second.
So then this section is labelled public gallery.
Yes, this is all categorised here. So we've got the information category, and you can, if you click on the category, it sort of collapses it.
Does a drop down.
If you never care about the information stuff, you can collapse it and not see it.
Just get rid of it.
It's fine. Yeah. I'd recommend keeping that one out though, because it's probably one of the most useful. So next we've got the public gallery. This, strangely enough, is a public gallery. Yes,
you can put whatever
or several public galleries, I suppose.
I was going to say you can put whatever you like in there, but obviously within reason.
Yes, this is where you can share. Well, in this particular public gallery, arts and crafts you've been doing. So here we can see some stuff that Jackie.
There's always guidance at the very top of the page. So this one says share your creations here.
Yes, you can see right up the top there. We've got a. Yeah, some of them aren't fully done yet, but we'll have good explanations up there as to what channels are for. We just only started this a few
days ago, didn't we?
Yes, it's a bit new just yet. But yeah, as you can see, people are sharing art stuff they've done or books that they've bought and are going to work on, that kind of thing. Very nice place to share your work because...
Oh, secret peaks like that at the top there where I've cut all the flowers out. I haven't shown that anywhere else. I haven't shown the finished piece yet. That's just a little peek at what I'm working on.
Yeah,
so that kind
of
thing will
exclusive
go there as
thing
well.
That's going to be in here.
I think it's just nice to have something different. I think Discord's going to feel different from...
Yes, it's that
platforms.
nice sort of live community feel that you don't get
it's
otherwise.
Very kind of immediate and kind of real feeling.
The way I use it with my friends, we tend to play games together and so on. You can sit in a voice chat and talk to each other while you're all playing different games.
Yeah, or watching a film.
It's a bit like sitting on a sofa with friends and watching something or watching the other person play games.
Except
it's
without
just a
having
nice
to share
thing.
your sofa.
Yeah,
so it's
or your food. So next up we have inspired by pieces. This is pieces
Isn't
for the
that
collaboration.
fantastic?
Yes, that is amazing.
That's Kelly's
So
piece.
this isn't just the people in the collaborator group. This is anyone who does anything to do with...
Because it's the public gallery. And at the top again it says this is where everyone can share photos or links to their inspired by collab pieces.
Yeah, so
one
at the
thing
moment
I will be
Alice.
quite strict about is trying to make sure that things go in the right sections. We don't want to end up with loads of chit chat going on in here and pictures being posted in the chit chat.
Exactly, yeah.
Because then you can't find what you want. So.
If something is in the wrong place, please don't be offended if we say, could you put that in so instead? It's just, we understand that it takes some getting used to.
Yeah.
Of course, things are going to end up in places where there's a better place,
Yeah. But if we don't try and keep it organised, then you won't be able to find what you're looking for.
The idea of this is that, if, for example, you're someone who wants to come here just because you're interested in acrylic paints and you don't care for some reason about any other art things, you wouldn't want to see all these inspired by pieces necessarily.
Yeah.
So you can just ignore this route.
Or
all the chit chat. Yeah, if you just want the inspired by things and the sneak peeks and you don't want to listen to us chat away, you can ignore that part and see just the images.
Exactly.
It's a nice system to keep things sort of organised and stop
and if there's any sections
spammy.
that we haven't got that you think we want,
let us know. And
there's a place for you to let us know, but we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah, the other day someone recommended a book club. 2 minutes later we got a book club.
Yeah.
It's great. Inspirational images. Not a lot in here at the moment. In fact, I'm the only one who's posted an image in here. It's not even an image, it's a link to a channel. I find this person's channel very inspirational.
And Emily's already obviously seen that, been on, watched it.
Yes. Yeah.
And really enjoyed it. That's quite Emily. I can see why that's very Emily, isn't it, actually?
So if you find a very inspirational channel or just an image, if you've taken a photo or found a photo that someone's done that you find inspirational, share it with us in here, because we all love to see
Again,
new
it
things.
says it all at the top of the...
Yes.
So where it says this is the start of whatever channel, that's where we'll tell you what belongs in there, really.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be there. If you scroll all the way to the top of a thing, it'll be at the top, but it's also always at the top of the... next to the channel name above
right
all
at the very top of the screen.
Bit, if there's enough stuff in there, like in this one, that part's disappeared. You have to scroll all the way up to see that.
Yeah.
But it is always up the top.
It may look slightly different on a phone or on a
iPad,
may well do. But this is basically...
It's all pretty easy to follow.
Yeah. This is just showing you what you're looking for. You may have to look...
Yes.
It may look slightly different on your device, but...
This one
everything.
This one hasn't been used quite the way that we were intending at the moment.
Yeah. Live stream follow along.
Yeah, the idea was that as people followed along with things that you were doing, we'd post things.
So, or whatever they were doing during the live stream. Because people don't always want to do what I'm doing. They're doing their own thing.
Exactly. Some of this is stuff that happened after, but that's, again, it's fine.
So now we're in the chat rooms section.
Yes. This is stuff that's... most of it is stuff that isn't specific categories, really.
No.
It's mostly for just text chat stuff. Stuff that isn't art you've done.
Pictures end up in here, and memes end up in here, don't they? Because like that one where someone was saying happy birthday.
Yeah,
that's gone in there.
That kind of thing. If we're just having a chat about something, it's not like we don't want any images in here. If you're having a chat, something's relevant, then of course.
Put it in. And if you scroll back a bit, so this is where we first started the Discord during the live stream at the weekend. You'll see where everybody's waving at each other.
Yes, there's a lot of...
new. And everybody's saying hello, and there's lots of little...
Yeah, lots of activities gone on here since...
And if you just click on a button that says wave to say hi, it will automatically generate
it'll randomly
for
choose
you.
one of these waving images.
I expect Tom will tell you in a minute, but you can also choose
we'll have a
GIF
look at
things
that in a minute,
to... GIF things to...
Animated images.
We'll show you how to do that in a minute as well.
Graphics interchange format. So, next up, ideas and feedback.
You'll notice that a lot of Zoe's ideas will include Jensen Ackles.
Yes. This one we haven't added a description at the top yet, but it's fairly self-explanatory. If you have any ideas...
Suggestions...
for either your channel or collaborations or this Discord or, any ideas and feedback.
This actually was... So I had said, any ideas for questions to ask Chris from Scrawlerbox on Saturday, because he was our special guest. And then, since then, Zoe and I challenged each other to see if we could get Jensen Ackles into every single chat room in our Discord. So this was how Zoe shoehorned Jensen Ackles into this one.
Yeah.
By using a GIF of Jensen Ackles saying nope. She's got no ideas.
No ideas.
And then, of course, the chat starts after that. But you don't want to end up filling this with chat. You want to sort of...
Yeah. I mean, obviously, we're going to chat about the ideas that have been proposed.
Of course, yeah. So it's a bit, it's a bit flexible, but it's just like roughly keeping the right thing in the right place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, next we've got memes and links.
Oh.
As you see, this is an age-restricted channel. Because some things will have naughty words in them.
Yes.
Mild nudity. Obviously only mild things.
In certain cases, me swearing, as this afternoon.
Yes,
that's
there
not
may
going to
be some
happen
of that
often, and it's not something I will post anywhere else but on here. It won't be going on Facebook. It won't be going on YouTube.
No, but so
don't come crying to me if you hear naughty words or see naughty things.
But there's nothing naughty in there at the moment, at least visually. So
when we say naughty, we don't want porn.
No.
Nothing or anything nasty or
basically not safe for work.
Yes,
but keep it legal. So we've found some funny images around the internet.
So this is Zoe shoehorning Jensen Ackles.
Yep.
Into the memes and links.
Yeah. Some very funny things in here worth keeping an eye on.
Yeah.
If you find something hilarious on Facebook or wherever, post it in here.
So it doesn't have to be a meme. It can be a link to.
It can be a link to someone.
It can be being
very scared in VR.
Yeah, let's not show that now because
no,
people can come in and
it's an
watch that
exclusive.
for themselves. You can only see that.
Next, we've got the book club.
Oh, are we going to skip over? We've skipped
next,
over.
we've got a special room for Zoe.
Yeah.
The special steamy room for Zoe's filth. This is also, I believe, marked as not safe for work.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as the name implies.
No.
But
it has got a lot of Jensen Ackles and Zac Efron in it.
Yes. That room might not be around forever.
No, it's a bit tongue in cheek, and I don't want anybody to be offended. But which is why we put it in a separate place. It's like you don't have to if you don't want to look. Just don't look.
Yeah.
No one's making you go in there.
Exactly. Well, we've got the book club. Someone suggested it. We added it. And look what's been shoehorned in.
And look, Jensen Ackles has been shoehorned into the book club.
Yes. And yeah, people are discussing books they're reading and stuff in there, as indeed.
Is this a good time to say about because that was what that conversation was all about, the using the GIF things.
Here, these things have been chosen as reactions. I have claimed to be hilarious because I was insulting you and you said I wasn't.
Yes, and I've gone, no, not hilarious.
Yes. Oh yes, I said you'd feel right at home in a foisty old second-hand bookstore.
Yeah.
Implying that you are foisty and old. So, should you need to do such a reaction, there's a little GIF/GIF button down here. This may not be here on mobile. Can't make any promises.
I don't know how it works. I would imagine it is.
I didn't find it on my phone before, but yeah. But if it is
like
there,
me, you're on a PC.
in the chat bar, you click on that, and it brings up this lovely little thing. You can choose categories in here, which is nice. Or you can just search roughly what you're doing.
You've also got stickers and emoji there.
So you type pat head, for example. So there we go. We choose that, and it just puts it straight in there, and someone's head is patted.
Tom likes to pat my head, so...
Yes, I do. So up next, we've got the fun and games section.